Jacksonville is the most populous city in Florida, and is the largest city by area in the contiguous United States as of 2020. It is the seat of Duval County, with which the city government consolidated in 1968. Consolidation gave Jacksonville its great size and placed most of its metropolitan population within the city limits. As of 2020, Jacksonville's population is 949,611, making it the 12th most populous city in the U.S., the most populous city in the Southeast, and the most populous city in the South outside of the state of Texas. The Jacksonville metropolitan area has a population of 1,523,615 and is the fourth largest metropolitan area in Florida. Jacksonville is centered on the banks of the St. Johns River in the First Coast region of Northeast Florida, about 25 miles south of the Georgia state line and 328 miles north of Miami. The Jacksonville Beaches communities are along the adjacent Atlantic coast. The area was originally inhabited by the Timucua people, and in 1564 was the site of the French colony of Fort Caroline, one of the earliest European settlements in what is now the continental United States. Under British rule, a settlement grew at the narrow point in the river where cattle crossed, known as Vaca Palatka to the Seminole and the Cow Ford to the British. A Platte town was established there in 1822, a year after the United States gained Florida from Spain. It was named after Andrew Jackson, the first military governor of the Florida Territory and seventh president of the United States. Harbor improvements since the late 19th century have made Jacksonville a major military and civilian deep water port. Its riverine location facilitates Naval Station Mayport, Naval Air Station Jacksonville, the U.S. Marine Corps Blunt Island Command, and the Port of Jacksonville, Florida's third largest seaport. Jacksonville's military bases and the nearby naval submarine base Kings Bay form the third largest military presence in the United States. Significant factors in the local economy include services such as banking, insurance, healthcare and logistics. As with much of Florida, tourism is important to the Jacksonville area, particularly tourism related to golf. People from Jacksonville are sometimes called Jacksonvillians or Jacksons. The area of the modern city of Jacksonville has been inhabited for thousands of years. On Black Hammock Island in the National Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve, a University of North Florida team discovered some of the oldest remnants of pottery in the United States, dating to 2500 BC. In the 16th century, the beginning of the historical era, the region was inhabited by the Mocama, a coastal subgroup of the Timucua people. At the time of contact with Europeans, all Mocama villagers in present-day Jacksonville were part of the powerful chiefdom known as the Saturiva, centered around the mouth of the St. Johns River. One early French map shows a village called Osachite at the site of what is now downtown Jacksonville. This may be the earliest recorded name for that area. In 1562, French Huguenot explorer Jean Ribaut charted the St. Johns River, calling it the River of May because that was the month of his discovery. Ribaut erected a stone column at his landing site near the river's mouth, claiming the newly discovered land for France. In 1564, René Goulain de Laudonnière established the first European settlement on the St. Johns River, Fort Caroline, near the main village of the Saturiva. Philip II of Spain ordered Pedro Menéndez de Avilés to protect the interests of Spain by attacking the French at Fort Caroline. On September 20, 1565, a Spanish force from the nearby Spanish settlement of St. Augustine attacked Fort Caroline and killed nearly all the French soldiers defending it. The Spanish renamed the fort as San Mateo and, following the expulsion of the French, St. Augustine became the most important European settlement in Florida. The location of Fort Caroline is subject to debate, but a reconstruction of the fort was established in 1964 along the St. Johns River. Spain ceded Florida to the British in 1763 as part of the Treaty of Paris in the aftermath of the 7 Years' War. The British soon constructed the King's Road connecting St. Augustine to Georgia. The road crossed the St. Johns River at a narrow point, which the Seminole called Vaca Palatka and the British called the Cow Ford. These names reflected the use of the ford for moving cattle across the river there. The British introduced the cultivation of sugarcane, indigo and fruits as cash crops on plantations. In addition to exporting lumber, a large number of British colonists who were energetic and of good character were given land grants in the region and emigrated to the region, becoming the first English-speaking population in Florida. These colonists came from England, Georgia, South Carolina and Bermuda. British judges introduced the system of common law to Florida, resulting